I hate you. Hello everyone, how are you? In this video, we will talk about what to do and not to do when your child says these words. What are the 5 steps, the 5 problems that ruin the child-parent relationship? And of course, tips for straightening the relationship. So stay till the end. Now, it is important to remember that when children use these words, when children says, I hate you, these words are coming from a child. And they don't really mean like a dislike that we adults understand. It is an impulse word, significant frustration and loss of control. When they say I hate you, what they really mean to say is that I don't have the skills to respond in a more mature way that you want me to respond, which is true. They are just children. By the way, how are you reacting when your child says these words to you? Leave me your comments. I can't wait to see how do you react when you hear these words. A negative answer, a negative reaction will make the situation worse. So when this happens, you just have to say, well, I still love you. If you respond to your child calmly in 5 words or less, you will be far more effective than if you get into a long response. So avoid using these words. Don't you speak to me like that, or you are grounded. Punishment won't fix any situation. Punishment doesn't fix any problem. Another way to approach is your child is, if he's bigger, you can say like things like, "Oh, this hurts my feelings," and give your time to de-escalate the situation. So take a step back and go and calm yourself. Or let's say if sometimes happens you can't control yourself, you can stay calm when you hear these words, and if you respond to your child with a hurtful message, with a threatening or a punish, then all what you can do is to apologize. Doing this for your child is going to be a big deal. If you respect them, then they might respect you back. So let's say if this already happened, you punish him, you shouted at him, you don't go straight to the child and ask him if he's ready to have a conversation with you. This might show respect, even for a 6-year-old child. Now, let's see what are the 5 problems that ruins the parent-child relationship. You see, the relation that you form with your child during the early years forms the foundation for the later years. If the early parent-child relationship is strained due to various problems, then your child personality will be affected. And here are a few common parent-child relationships that we should avoid. So what are those problems? Those things that we should avoid? Criticize them, shouting at them, or putting them down repeatedly, because this can damage the child's self-esteem, his self-image. Respect, as I said, it is a mutual thing and it has to be earned. So if you want your child to respect you, you have to show him what respect it is, how respect it looks like, because you are the parent. So you have to be a role model for your child. As a parent, you need to provide children all the needs, physically, emotionally, socially, and spirituality. If any of these are not taken care of, then children begin to disrespect parents. Some children tend to disobey the parents, break the rules, and rely more on others for their needs and desires, which for me this is very sad. Poor communication, poor or non-existing communication between the parent and the child can be very frustrating. And this usually comes from the parent belief that their children don't listen to them. But guess what? Your child thinks that my mom doesn't understand me. So this kind of perspective, because you don't communicate, freezes the communication between you and your child, and resulting in anger, disappointment, sadness, and the list can go on. For example, your child is playing a game. You call him for dinner, and you wait 5 minutes, he's not coming. What happened? You will go to your child and start to argue with your child about his video game. And then he says, I hate you. And what happens? You get sad, you get upset, he is upset, and that's all, because there is no communication. So a better way to approach this problem is communication. If he's playing, ask him, how long do you think will take you till you finish? Because dinner is ready. For you might not be important that your child might lose some points on that game, or that his turn just came in on that game. For you it's not a big deal, but for your child it is. So communication is very important. Threatening and intimidate your child. If you don't fill the blank, then fill the blank. Or if you ever fill the blank, this is what's going to happen to you. Understanding this kind of approach, under this kind of authority, you completely destroy your child confidence in you. So this ruins the connection between you and your child. They won't feel like you are a trusted person, you are the best person to come when they need help, when they need support, which as well, I think this is very, very sad. Mistrust. If children repeatedly make mistakes, then parents have difficulty trusting them. If parents want to re-establish the trust, then they need to give children the opportunity to prove that they are trustworthy. A high quality parent-child relationship, it is very important for your child health development. To have a healthy parent-child relationship, we parents must be responsive, we must be trustworthy, and we must be loving unconditionally. So here are some tips on how you can strengthen the relationship. Prioritize your relationship with your child, because your child is your priority. So invest time and effort. The more time and effort you put into your child relationship, the stronger the connection will turn to be. Be available, be responsive to your child's physical and emotional needs. It is important to be attentive, to be loving, and to see things from the child perspective. Seeing things from your child perspective will help you understand the reasons for his strange behavior. Another thing that you can do to make your relation stronger is to involve in your child life more, like involve in their studies, involve in their friends, their activities. Parents who are involved in their child life, they have a stronger parent-child relationship. Learn what's happening with them, understand their academics, know their friends. This will make you connect better with your child. Listen when your child speaks to you. Yeah, listen. Don't watch TV when your child is talking to you. Don't stay on your phone when your child is talking to you. Don't read the newspaper when your child is talking to you. Listen your child when your child speaks to you. Stop whatever is that you are doing and listen to your child. Give your child full attention and ask questions. Then repeat what your child said. By repeating, you know that what you have listened, you are sure that you can help your child because you was there, right? And for the child knowing that he was listened, so when you repeat back, he knows that he was listened and he knows that you care. Another thing that you can do is to encourage your child. Children need constant encouragement and motivation to build their confidence and self-esteem. If you only criticize them or correct them all the time, then they will feel that their actions, their options are not valued. The love, the care that you offer to your child builds a healthy and positive relationship. But some behavior problems can lead to a poor parent-child relationship. These are my tips, my ideas on how you can have a very good relation with your child, what you should avoid, how to react when your child uses those words, I hate you. Hopefully this is going to be useful for you. If you liked this video, then press the like button, subscribe, and why not share this video. Bye.